men are already complex beings and they're extremely delicate, which we already know that. They appear to look strong and sturdy and indestructible, but they're extremely delicate, and men require a lot of validation from their woman, yes, but especially from other men. Don't get it fucked up. Just because you're giving your man a bunch of compliments and doing your part, just because you're doing that, it's probably not enough. Like, he needs to get validation from his boys, from society, from his superiors, even people that are inferior. So men require a lot of validation. And most of the men in these, marginalized neighborhoods, most of the men come from broken homes. So there's no father. So if the father is absent, so is the example for the young boy to follow, which literally creates the most frustrating childhood you can ever imagine. Because mom's probably stressed out because she's working, or the child's left at home with grandma, auntie, uncle, so it's not like firsthand care. And then there's a huge disconnect. Because of that, misconceptions that turn into belief systems. So people's entire belief systems are a misconception, a lie, and no one knows that. There are words that people use constantly, like thinking that's funny, but yet those same words turn into the trauma and the insecurities, the anxieties that the men deal with. And every word has energy, which we already know. But now, to take it another step further, every truth holds a secret, and the truth is what the words project. The secret is the intention which we hold behind the words that we use. Yeah. And people are hurt. People are really hurt because they're using the wrong words to communicate. When they try to communicate how they feel, they try to get some healing, they're incapable of even telling somebody how they feel, or they're getting shamed for it. So then they stop. So people are really hurt, and children just want to feel loved and understood by their parents. That's all a freaking child ever wants, is for the parent to understand and for the child to know that my parent loves me for who I am. And we all know parents want to provide for their kids, but parents also want to be a prominent part of society, which creates a conflict, because you can't be a part of society and still be present with your children. Yeah, that's really hard. So most of the people are confused since they're lacking support. No one has support. The children don't have support. The adults don't have support. There's no freaking support. So unity is the answer. Unity. And unity is the only thing that will withstand time. It will withstand anything, seasons, reasons, treasons. No, but literally unity and community is what is needed. Understanding is what allows healing. So once people start understanding each other, they'll begin to heal, which means they'll start to come together, and then it'll create unity. Most think that understanding means being understood. Nah. Understanding means understanding the next person. So that's an error. We all want to be misunderstood, but in reality, we should want to be understanding, not understood, if that makes any sense. Because if we were understanding and if everybody was following that, then yeah, we would be understood too. You see? But everyone's so selfish because they're like, well, no, understand me first. But we can't do that because we have to understand each other. And, that requires training of the mind to be sympathetic. So that's an error. And when you get understanding, that's when you know the reason. And when you know the reason is when you can take action without confusion. Reason eliminates confusion. All right, that's all. But the main point for this video is that fathers are important. Men are important, but fathers are extremely important. So if you're a father and you are like a single father, or a father that really hasn't seen his kids, you know, much, or just been there for them, or if you're the father that's always arguing with the mom and just being difficult, you gotta let that go, bruh. It's not her, it's you. It's not the child, it's you. You're traumatized. Your father probably treated you that way, or maybe you didn't have a father, you know? So think about that. I know it's hurtful, but stop blaming the moms. Stop blaming society. It's you. When you step it up, it'll work. But don't let me take away from those crazy baby mamas that only want to use the dads for money. So this is not about you guys. No, this is about the good mothers who are raising the children. And the baby daddies are like, we don't even know. They're like virtual. They've been preparing for the pandemic their whole life. So these motherfuckers still virtual. So we still don't know. Okay? No, not to be funny though. This is serious shit. So little boys are suffering. They're growing up. It's a fucked up cycle. It's hard to get mentors. It's hard to put kids into like big brother programs and stuff. You know, there's only so much a mom can do, and children need examples. So dads, step it up, or provide the support for the moms. And moms, wake up from the oblivion and understand that your children need a male role model. It doesn't have to be the dad. It could be somebody, a figure, you know, philosopher from old days, an author, anybody, but somebody that your child knows, okay, this man knows what he's talking about. Because yes, our children love hearing from us and we can be there as much as we want, but at the end of the day, if we're raising a boy, he's gonna be like, she doesn't get me, bro. This is my mom. Like, so they need to hear it from somebody they know. And if it's a stranger or somebody, our children aren't going to open up quickly. So take the time, make the effort, you know, talk to the dad, the other parent, and do the work. Heal for the children.